Hey guys, Mist here again for another video today, and we are back with our Winnipeg Jets franchise mode. And yeah, we are back for the Western Conference Finals against the Calgary Flames. Let's get right into it, or right into the series, I guess. Let's go and check out what this Calgary team is looking like. 94 offense, 94 defense, 89 goaltending. Dougie Hamilton is their best player. How does that stack up to our team? We apparently have better offense, apparently we have better defense, and apparently we have the same goaltending. So we'll see how that matches up throughout this series. Let's go and check out what this Calgary team is looking. So Dougie Hamilton, like I said, is their best player, so I'm assuming he's around 90 something overall. So Johnny Gaudreau on the first line. How many games have they played? They have played 14 games in the playoffs. So Johnny Gaudreau with 13 points. Sean Monahan, a point per game player. Matthew Tkachuk only an 86. Didn't really grow that much in this series, but he does have 13 points, so he's doing really good. That entire top line is doing really good. Then we have Thomas Tatar with Reed Linglet, Reed Linglet, drafted 71st overall in the third round of the 2020 draft. Low elite, 84 overall, nice. Then we've got Patrick Falk, medium top 6, 21 years old, 81 overall. And on the third line, Michael Frolik, Mikhail Backlund, who is in 85 still. He is very, very good. And Jonathan Marchessault, pretty solid third line, I must say. And then on the fourth line, Peter Cehlarik, I think it is pronounced, Pavel Buchnevich, and Patrick Berglund. Pretty solid fourth line as well. Wow, okay. Defensively, we have Junior Gray, drafted 2019, third overall in the first round. A top two defenseman, offensive defenseman. That is a nasty top two pairing. Hamilton, the right-handed offensive defenseman, then Gray, the left-handed offensive defenseman. How are they doing together? 8 points for Gray and 8 points for Hamilton, so really good. On that second pair, we have Brendan Smith with Travis Hamonic. Pretty solid second pair. Then on the third pair, we have Andrew Nielsen and Justin Braun. So, yeah, definitely a good D-core. And in net, they have Steve Mason and Michael Hutchinson. So, two former Red Wings, two former Jets are both the goaltending tandem over there in Calgary. That's gonna be bad. That should be interesting. We'll see how that goes for us. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a really good team. Johnny Gaudreau, Sean Monahan, Matthew Tkachuk, that Linglet guy, Backlund obviously still there. Then their top 2D is absolutely disgusting. I was going to say nasty, but absolutely disgusting. That would be an amazing top two in the NHL, but let's go. Game one, well, I mean, I guess we're just going to get right into this. So game one, period one of the series, we're playing in Winnipeg. We have home ice advantage throughout the entire playoffs, and Thomas Tatar opened up the scoring early in the period and gets the first goal of the series. Yeah, okay, shots 12-10 for Calgary. Looking like a pretty solid start for Calgary, that's for sure. Second period of game one, still 1-0. Shots 25-20 again in favor of Calgary, and it's time for the third period now. We'll see if we could even up the score, at least get on the board. We have a power play. We have a 5-on-3. Drew Doughty scores on Steve Mason. We had another power play, or it was a longer one. Michael Frolik, though, makes it 2-1 with a little bit over 11 minutes left. And Nikolai Ehlers, with under 7 minutes left, ties the game. And it is 2-2 right now. And there's only 2 minutes left in the third period as well. So we will head to overtime for game number one. A pretty crazy third period. Drew Doughty scored on the 5-on-3 power play then. About a minute and a half later, a little bit less than that, Michael Frolik scores to give the Flames the 1-goal lead again. But Nikolai Ehlers scored about less than 6 minutes later to make it 2-2. Time for the overtime period. Will it end early? Shots 32-36 heading into the overtime period, and it was for us. We had the 36 shots. We now have 40-plus shots. We are dominating in overtime. We gave up a power play for the Flames, but we couldn't do anything with it. We've now hit 50 shots, and this is not good. This is classic EA. They're going to score on their 39th or 40th shot, and we aren't going to win the game after having an absolutely dominant. There it is, their 40th shot. Like I said, Brennan Smith scores on Gustafsson. We didn't get a shot on goal in the second overtime period. That is terrible. We had such an amazing first overtime period, but Steve Mason absolutely stood on his head. Nikolai Ehlers was a 2-point player in that game on 2 goals, so pretty solid game from Ehlers, but Steve Mason was the difference maker there. No points for Line A in that game either. Very interesting. So, I mean, let's simulate up to day number 3, I guess, of this round, and we'll see what's up. This could be an interesting series. Losing that one definitely hurts, that's for sure, but I mean, there's not much I can do about it. We're just gonna have to keep our heads held high and get back into this. So let's go. First period of game number 2. Nice. Isaac Leopold scores on Steve Mason. Pretty good. Wow. Oh my god, that was a thunderous first period. Although, I think that might be a win for Calgary. Letting up 18 shots in 1 period and only giving up 1 goal, I think that is pretty solid. So, interesting. Let's go, though. Second period, still pretty good. I mean, there wasn't a lot of shots in that period. It was 8-6 for Calgary, so very minimal amount of shots in the second period. And it's now time for the third. We will slow sim it, obviously. Only have a 1-goal lead currently. Can we add to it? Let's see. Patrick Laine scores to make it 2-0. Alright, 5 minutes left, and we are looking good. 2 minutes left, 1 minute left. Shots 30-20 were the 30-22. Sorry, were the final, and very good. Michael Hutchinson was in net there too. Maybe I'm trying to think. Let's see. Maybe we scored early on one of our shots, so it actually just, or so they decided to pull Mason, which could be interesting. We'll see. Maybe Mason is injured. I don't honestly know. But yeah, we even up the series and a 22 save shutout in game number 2, or 22 save shutout in game number 2 for Sven Gustafsson. Very good. All right, well, let's go. Time for game number 3 now. Again, we'll simulate it, but this time in Calgary. So we'll see if we can look to add any offense. Holy frig. Lots of things happen there. All right, let's go by goals, of course. We got the first shot on net. Does that mean anything? Who knows? Time for a game in Calgary. First period. All right, Cale Makar makes it 1-0 on Steve Mason. So Mason is back in net, and that is another thunderous first period from us. 17 shots to Calgary's 8. Good. Run their fans out of the building. Second period, nice. Nick Patan makes it 2-0. Shots 28-16 for us. Let's slow sim the third. It's looking good for us as of right now. And hopefully we can keep this amazing run that we have been going on this year, because we have been looking pretty solid throughout this entire year. And Linglet scores to make it a 1-goal game, but Drew Doughty scored to make it 3-1, and I think it might have been our 40th shot. Not too bad. 42 shots to 23 shots. Again, another 22 save performance from Sven Gustafsson with a .956 save percentage. Drew Doughty with 2 points in that game as well. Very, honestly, not bad at all. All right, well, I guess we'll sim up to day number 7 of the conference finals. We have a 2-1 series lead as well, which is definitely good. Scouting assignment really quickly. Let's see, where do we have to scout? Got to do goalies eventually. Let's go to the Liga first. Looking pretty solid. But yeah, there we go. Time for game number 4. And we'll see We'll see how this goes. Hopefully, we can take a 3-1 series lead. Let's go, though. First period of game number 4. Nice, very good. Our captain, Mark Scheifele, opens up the scoring, and then Mitch Marner scores as well. And then Mikael Backlund makes it a 1-goal game late in the first. Shots 13-10 for us. Another great first period from us as well, so not looking too bad. Second period, all right, Drew Doughty, again, getting some points. That's his minimal third point in the last 2 games. So that is really good. We'll see if he can continue his point streak like that. Shots 24-19 heading into the third. Let's see what happens in the third period now. Shots are getting even, and Michael Frolik and Pavel Buchnevich score 18 seconds apart from each other to tie the game for the Flames. Then Thomas Tatar, less than 3 minutes after the Buchnevich goal, scores to give the Flames the 1-goal lead. Oh, Gustafsson, what happened there? Not good. Yeah, deservedly, that third period was phenomenal for Calgary. And yeah, Backlund with 2 points, Tatar with a goal as well, and then Doughty with another 2 points. So at least 4 points in the last 2 games from Doughty, which is just good. He's going to have to keep that up because we need him to be as great as he possibly can for us. But Calgary evens up the series, so it is now a 2-2 tie heading to game number 5. Now just a best of 3, and we are going back to Winnipeg as well. So hopefully we can then win this game. We'll see, though, of course. Simulate. Thank you. All right, well, we're good. Simulate game number 5 now. Okay, wait, what are we doing? Okay, we're good. Let's go. First period of game number 5. I almost said game number 4. In Winnipeg, come on, fans, cheer us on. Not good. Travis Hamonic continues the offense from the Flames of the third period in the last game. Not looking great so far. 1-0 heading into the second. Shots 11-10 for Calgary as well. Second period. All right, Mitch Marner scores to make it an even game in the second period. Shots 17-16 for Calgary. Time for the third. It's been a pretty even game throughout. Let's see if we can break the ice and hopefully get another goal. Matthew Tkachuk scores to make it 2-1 for Calgary. We have a power play. We cannot score on the power play either. Now less than 8 minutes to go in the third, and we are still trailing by 1. Game 5 is looking like it's going to Calgary. That's not good. So for the first time in this series, Calgary has taken the lead, and Mason has been doing really good. A .962 save percentage for him in the playoffs. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great at all. And Oliver Ekman-Larsson has been injured until May 23rd as well. Not something I wanted to hear, game. Not something I wanted to hear at all. Now, I mean, I don't think I want to change Doughty off that second pair because apparently he's been doing really good these past few games. So Morrissey, I guess, will get on that top line. Taylor Stahl will get put in on the bottom pair. And yeah, let's put in Morrissey. So we don't have Ekman-Larsson for the rest of the playoffs, I don't think. Wait, did it say May or March? I think it said March, to be honest. But wait. January, February, March, April, May. Okay, yeah, so it's May. May 23rd. So we lose Ekman-Larsson for the rest of the series, which obviously is not good. I'm sure he was doing decent, but that's not good at all. We'll have to look to have a better Game 6 and to even up the series and to also force a Game 7. Let's go. First period in Calgary. Pavel Buchnevich scores to make it 1-0. Oh my god, what an amazing first period for the Flames. Getting outshot 17-6, but Mason standing on his fucking head and not letting up a single goal. and Buchnevich scores on one of those 6 shots. That is terrible. Gustafsson, buddy, I really need you to save that. Let's go. Time for the second period, and we're getting eliminated in game number 6. Mikael Backlund scores to make it 2-0, and Johnny Gaudreau scores to make it 3-0. His first goal of this playoff, or of this round. And I mean, honestly, I could probably just quick sim the third, because there's no way we're making this comeback. We had a power play, couldn't score on it, so yeah, just for time's sake, might as well just end this off. We did get 1 goal. Patrick Laine scored to make it 3-1. We outshot them 37-23, but Mason stood on his fucking head throughout the entire playoffs. That was extremely, extremely brutal. And Calgary goes off to the Stanley Cup final. Not good. Ekman Larsson is back as well. Whatever. Not mad about that. Jansen Harkins just became an alternate. I hate doing best lines so much in this game, but whatever. I just want to do best lines just to put Ekman Larsson back in. 16 points for Patrick Laine in 19 games isn't too bad. He actually had a pretty solid playoff year. I'm not going to lie. So the playoff favorites are the Calgary Flames, as you would expect. So Laine with 16 points, Ehlers with 14 points, Leopold with 13, Marner and Doughty with 11. Doughty really had a good series against the Flames, so that's good. Scheifele and Makar with 8. Ekman Larsson with 7. To be fair, he only missed 1 game. Kyle Connor with 7 as well. Not a lot of secondary scoring from our depth players, which is pretty poor. Definitely would have liked to see more out of them. Like, Brian Little only had 3 points. That's not good enough. Paul Byron, only had 1 point in the 11 games he played, and I remember we changed him out. Harkins didn't do good either. 14 games, not a single point. Stahl, 7 games, not a single point. I mean, Gustafsson really didn't do that bad. 930 save percentage, 10-7-2. It's 4 shutouts and a 188 GAA. I really don't blame Gustafsson. I blame our secondary scoring, to be honest. Darcy Kemper did get played for a little bit in 1 game. I'm not sure which game it was, but he did pretty good. He didn't let up a goal in that game that he did get put in. So now I want to go check Calgary, because Steve Mason did absolute wonders for them. He only has a 930 save percentage and a 213 GAA. Wow, he's let up almost 50 goals in the playoffs. Now, to be honest, he just had an absolutely unreal series against us, that's for sure. But their second line really pulled through. Like, their first line really slowed down, and their second line really helped them out. Backlund went on an absolute run in there. Hamilton and Gray, they both got 3 and 4 points each. Marchessault, points. Solaric did really good as well. He didn't have that many points. Linglet on that second line as well. Oh, wait, sorry, no. Backlund's on their third line. So, their third line was really dominant. I'm assuming it was really dominant against our third line. But honestly, I have no idea. Props to Calgary. I mean, hopefully we lose to the eventual Stanley Cup champions. But that is going to be it from me, guys, in this episode. Hopefully you all did enjoy. And yet another year of playoff failure in Winnipeg. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.